Nation. Here we are at Intuit Dome. Clippers taking on the Knicks. Pregame show starting in 7 minutes. I'm Adam Osland. We're on day 154. Clippers Talk episodes on this channel. Let's go. Was having a bad day earlier with my hearing. I'm going to try to stop bitching and get to work. What's that? Thanks, bro. Who's in here? J-Dog, Nextagious. Thank you.
Copy that.
Yeah. You work on the radio side of things. How was last night? I was pissed for you guys too, as a Laker hater myself. I'm like, I don't need the Knicks coming in more upset after what happened last night. Brunson injury. Yeah.
Two. All right, guys, we starting here in 5. Let's see who's in the chat here. We are up and running now. Adam Mars here on his way to the game. What's up, Adam? DG Mari, will you go live with us at halftime? We're still too loud. No, I don't. I haven't been going live at the half. It's such a quick halftime show. Ghost is hating. My understanding, yes, everybody but Norm and Ben. Let's see. Next Mongo project on my way to watch the game on my TV. That's cool too. This is a must win. Welcome into Clippers Countdown. As your 33-29 LA Clippers are in the middle of a 3-game homestand here at Intuit Dome and in the middle of a stacked Western Conference where every game could end up deciding your ultimate fate in the standings. And even against a team from the East in the 40-22 New York Knicks, you better start stacking those wins with just 20 games left to play to increase your standing in the West, where we know things can change in a New York minute, as they did for the Clippers on Wednesday night, where after having lost 6 of 7 coming out of the All-Star break, they got one of their best victories of the season after a guy who was in a deep shooting slump, having only made 14 of his last 50 shots, win for 50 points in the Clippers' darkest hour in James Harden. Carlo Jimenez on the call. Daniel West with the highlight package. Yes, James Harden ended up with his first 50-point game since 2019 on Wednesday and would end the Clippers' 3-game losing streak in the process, all while being on a back-to-back against the hottest team in the league in the Detroit Pistons, as the Clippers would become victorious with a 123-115 victory here at Intuit Dome, which was rocking and barocking with former President Barack Obama in the building. And hey, the Clippers do wear red, white, and blue, and America loves a comeback story. Maybe these are all signs that the comeback Clips are ready to come back to their winning ways and start a winning streak, just in the nick of time in the final stretch of the season. Tip-off between the Clippers and Knicks is just 60 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Coming up, we got Coach Lou on the pregame show, plus Tomer Zarly from Clutch Points will be here, but up next is your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Yeah, I'm in the waiting room. Come on, let me in, bro.
What?
I'm in the waiting room. Let me in.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, guys, look. There's Adam.
We should do this all the time. This is good.
Hey, so
I need a laugh.
there he is.
Did you bring your selfie light, dude?
My selfie? What?
Your selfie light?
I don't have a selfie light.
No.
Actually, I do. That's a lie.
Do it.
Ah. Yeah, Adam, I'm doing good. Jake, a little behind me, please. Yeah, everything's going well.
A true Halo selfie.
Guys, if you get 3 keywords, you can get this on Clipper stock.
Carlo, don't advertise something you can't back up. Are you going to give me that now?
Did you not get one? You can have it.
I didn't get one.
Oh, here you go.
No,
now you have one.
I'm kidding. I don't even know what it is.
I already promoted it.
We were trying to figure that out
we
earlier.
have to give it.
Wristlet giveaway. Look
We
up
have
there.
to give it away.
I did a read for this.
It's right there.
What is it called?
Wristlet.
giveaway.
Wristlet.
Wristlet.
Okay, so you put it on your wrist,
Yeah.
and it's like
Look at the flick of my wrist.
See,
Look at the flick of my wrist.
I would put that on and slap you with it, Adam.
Wow.
All right, guys. First word for the keyword giveaway is slap.
Nice. Why you get? It's yours.
All right.
Give
Why the
it.
5 fingers straight in the face?
Slap.
First word is slap.
I have an extra one if you need it for the giveaway.
You got an extra one?
I have an extra one, yeah.
Give me that one then, and Carl can keep
No,
this one.
I'm never gonna use that.
You are going to use
no,
that,
I'm
dog.
not.
Don't tell him what he's gonna do, Adam. That's rude.
You don't support Women's History Month? You're not going to use this? Wow.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. For your information, I was born from a woman. So
I hope so.
Likely story. Clippers taking on the New York Knicks here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in, Clipper Nation, as we are just about 58 minutes away from tip-off. I'm Adam Oslin, still to come. You're going to hear from, I don't know, Coach Lou or Brian Shaw. We got a coach coming, but it's a live interview, so we got to see who's available. Carlo will get there when he gets there.
I just go back there and go, hey, anyone want to do the interview? And then we go from there. So.
There is your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez, as we have like a camera face-off right
It's
now.
awesome. I'll leave.
Travolta and Nick Cage. No, stay right there.
No, I
People
love
like that angle.
I
What are you
love-
talking
No,
about?
they don't. They don't want to see me.
Carlo,
We're on radio.
either way, it's good to see you here back at Intuit Dome for this 3-game
Oh,
homestand.
yeah. Adam, it is so good to see you. And it's good to see the Clippers get back in the win column. How about last time out, big 50 ball from James Harden, the beard, looking like a magician in that ball game for the Clippers. A feel-good win, Adam. The Clippers needed one, and they got one.
And it was supplied through James Harden. Those 50 points, the way he went about it, obviously got to the free throw line a little bit. Detroit got a little bit salty about that post game. But the step back three was working. And when he has that going, he is so tough to stop. And we even got a little nosebleed dunk from him where he got up for the left-handed rim rocker.
Yeah, the altitude a little too thin, and we know it. You get up high, Adam, you're on a long hike, you're up in the mountains, all of a sudden your nose starts bleeding. Why? Because that altitude, it gets to you, man. So impressive to see James Harden show off his ability to get up high for the Clippers. I thought overall in that ball game, the Clippers being aggressive to the rim. You mentioned it, Detroit was not happy with the way the game was called, but they shot 36 free throws last time they played the Clippers. So you got to give some back. I mean, I understand complaining, but come on.
Yeah, it all evens out in the end, typically, usually, unless you're playing the Lakers. But tonight, Clippers taking on the New York Knicks, who did take on the Lakers last night. More on that in just a little bit. However, there were a couple other standout performances. In a game where a guy has 50, there was still some balance out there. We saw Bogey really get it going with his 23 points, his highest scoring night as a member of the Clippers, and did it really at all 3 levels, Carlo.
His ability to run the pick and roll was just so impressive, Adam. Getting around screens, getting downhill, being a facilitator. I remember in his first post-game press conference, Justin Rousseau, friend of the station, asked him, you're more than a shooter. And he said, thank you. I am more than a shooter. I can dribble. I can pass. I can facilitate. It's why he was the 3-time Serbian Player of the Year overseas. This is somebody who's been able to be impressive playmaking for the Clippers. And Adam, as we know, especially without Ben Simmons, the Clippers could use all the playmaking they could get.
We saw Ivica Zubac, who was on the other end of a lot of that playmaking, receiving those passes and getting to work in the post. He put up 20 shots in that ball game. That was really good to see. We heard from Brian Shaw, your assistant coach here with the Clippers pregame, talk about getting Ivica Zubac more involved. And again, even in a game where James Harden drops 50, he still was involved throughout the entire contest.
And I might have to look back at this, Adam, but look, doing a quick scrub in the box scores, I think that's a career high in field goal attempts for Ivica Zubac at 20. He had 19 once last year, but it was impressive to see him go to work. Maybe we'll put our statistician, Joey Kimball, on that one. He is a numbers guy. So,
Joey, you heard the man.
Oh, no, Adam's trying to go at it too. So we have a little race here. Here we go. Who's going to get it first? Adam is typing. He cannot type Zubats though. He's at ZUBQC.
I'm trying to.
Joey is details. He's pulling. I don't know what Joey's looking at. He's doing.
Yeah, what is he looking at?
Adam's
What
at
is he looking at right
StatMuse.
now?
Adam's at StatMuse.
No, I got Real GM
Oh,
coming
Real
up
GM.
right here.
Career high. Let's go. Joey wins, and so do I because I'm right.
Okay.
But there you go, Adam.
Yeah, well.
What does a real gem have? Am I
I'd say
right?
it's a loss that it's only 20 field goal attempts as his career high. I'm going to need to see 30 field goal attempts at some point from Big Zoo if he's ever going to drop that 50 ball himself out there. But still good to see. Clippers were playing hot potato. They were getting everybody involved. Everybody was in rhythm. They were undermanned. They were taking on a team, as you noted, that had the best defensive rating in the league since January 1st in the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
So that's exactly the type of feel-good victory you need to build off of.
Agreed. I mean, they were able to close out the game, to finish possessions, to get in rhythm offensively. Tested in that game. James Harden put up 50, but they needed all 50 of those points against a very good Detroit team. Felt like the Clippers were able to find ways to be active on the offensive end and then create, even when Harden was on the bench. Ivica Zubac, the biggest metric for that, as you mentioned. I mean, in that Phoenix game, he was a plus 22. In the game they lost slightly. He continues to just, when he's on the floor, things go well for the Clippers, and that was a big part of that game. But Adam, whenever you beat a very good team, I think sometimes it can set a blueprint, right? It's a test of where you're at, a litmus test, if you will, throughout the season. And the Clippers got that test against Detroit, and we'll see if they go back to that blueprint. Not saying Harden's going to score 40 to 50 every time, but how they operated on the offensive end was excellent in that ball game.
We'll see if the Clippers have the formula for success moving forward. They're taking on the New York Knicks here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 51 minutes away. Coming up, surprise guest with Carlo Jimenez. You're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Can I kick it?
I have the answer sheet, guys. So who's going to give me a pocket? A pocket?
No.
A wristlet.
Wristlet. There you go.
Wristlet.
I'll give you mine. I have one underneath the table.
Who's going to give me the Polly Pocket wristlet?
Does it come with a kiss?
Polly Pocket. What's that? Excuse me?
What? Who said that?
Did you guys hear that?
What was that?
You got a coach to interview, okay? Enough smooching.
I'm out of here. I love this Knicks fan who's in the full old school warm up front row. That's a guy who has a lot of money and is like, you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to go sit courtside at Knicks game doing a full warm up.
Is Spike Lee going to be here?
Was he there last night?
Yeah, he was at the Laker game.
Yeah, I hope.
He'll
Hopefully
likely be
be.
here.
Expect him to be.
He'll likely be here.
We need more presidents though for James Harden.
I agree. Well, that
Could you imagine if they were every former president was here? He'd go for 2 million. 2 million points. Well, all the alive ones. Because if it's 50 points per president, I mean, 4 of them, that's 200 points.
I think we're looking at about 4 alive presidents, living presidents.
Yeah, well, 200 then. Maybe we get some world leaders.
George, Bill, Barack, Trump, Biden. Okay, 5.
250.
Ah. Clippers taking on the New York Knicks tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 49 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. This is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Still to come, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind. But first, we head back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Clippers taking on the New York Knicks tonight. Tip-off just about 44 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back. I'm Adam Mosland. This is Clippers Countdown, and up next, we'll go back in time and Clippers Rewind right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I mean, the Clippers pregame show is on right now. What do you mean? Yeah, I wish they'd play through Zoo a little bit more. And by a little, I mean a lot. And I've been harping on this for a good 2-3 years. Someday. It was not empty in here. That game ended up being a sellout.
Yeah, that place it was packed in here.
Bro, like people were saying, I understand at first it looked like it was pretty empty, but by the end of the first quarter it was packed.
Some idiot online was like, "Oh, there's 219 people here right before tip-off," and it wasn't before tip-off.
That's what everybody's referencing?
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing I've seen online. But they always do that. They always do that, even in baseball.
Hey, by the end of this game, it was as full as we had seen it. Dre's gaming away doesn't seem to understand what I just said.
Process in case of emergency. Please pay close attention and familiarize yourself with the following guidelines. Intuit Dome is equipped with multiple emergency exits located throughout the arena. These exits are clearly marked.
Clippers taking on the Knicks here at Intuit Dome. Clippers coming off a big victory Wednesday here against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off for tonight's contest is just about 41 minutes away. I'm Adam Mosland. Welcome back in. This is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. Coming up, we got your player to watch. Tomer Zarly from Clutch Points will also be here. But first, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind. Not too far here, just to February 4th of 2023, when the Clippers were at MSG for an instant classic. They were down 3 late, only to call upon one of their most reliable players that is still here with this Clippers team, Nico Batum. Nico Batum beat the Knicks. Getting into overtime, they would eventually win 134-128. Completely bailed them out on that final possession in regulation on a ball that was bouncing around like a pinball there. Ended up in the hands of Nico Batum. Sunk the big three-pointer to get them into OT to get them a victory. Of course, the Knicks losing in OT last night to the Los Angeles Lakers and losing their best player in Jalen Brunson, also who could be out for 2 weeks now with a sprained ankle. That's a little hint at your injury report coming up. But the Clippers taking on the Knicks tonight. Tip-off is 39 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Up next, we'll get your player to watch. I'm Adam Mosland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Let's go. You know, it's a good day when we get a Noah Eagle throwback, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder who might show up to this game now.
Why? What else is going on?
No, just A lot of people at that Lakers game last night. Larry David. We're going to get some of them tonight.
I'm sure they're trying.
See Lawrence Frank's here.
I love Lawrence
He's
Frank.
royalty, in my opinion.
They should get an ISO cam on L. Women's History Month. Is it month or day?
It's a month, dude.
Month.
Wow.
I didn't know if there was like a specific day. Wouldn't you rather have your own day than your own month? Because like how many
Tell
times?
every girl that wants it one day for a birthday.
No. No, but I'm just saying like
They want that month.
I'm saying like a day. I feel like you get a higher peak of celebration than you do across a month. You know, like imagine if you had a birthday month. When would we celebrate? Not every day.
Imagine if I only did one Clippers talk a month.
That would be sad. I'd have nothing else to do. Huh? That's true. That's true. Really? See, now that's confusing.
Say I took a day off of Clippers talk, but I just had Carlo fill in for me, guys. Would that work?
I'll do it.
Would that still count? Tip-off from Intuit Dome between the Clippers and Knicks is just 37 minutes away. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Still to come, we got Tomer Zarly joining the show in our media roundtable segment. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Is it biology? No? How about geometry? All right, let's go for popcorn. Never mind.
We'll also get back to Carlo Jimenez, but first, you get your player to watch. Watching Chris Dunn in this ball game against the Knicks kind of reminds me of Greg Anthony back in the day. Hard-nosed perimeter defender like that. But I want to see if he can carry over any of that shooting we've been watching as of late in the fourth quarter, where he went 2 of 2 against the Pistons in the second half of that big Clippers victory on Wednesday night here at Intuit Dome. What does that do for his confidence? Because he has found himself wide open for some of those corner threes that haven't been falling in fourth quarters. Now he's hit some big ones. Will he be able to turn this into a hot shooting streak here? Just 31.5% from beyond the arc on the season, Chris Dunn. We know what he brings defensively. He is an all-world perimeter defender. He's one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league. He's one of the best defenders I've ever seen in my life. But for him to stay out there on the floor when Coach Lue has other options late in a ball game, it would help if he could get the three ball to fall. We'll see. After knocking down a couple against Detroit, what happens next from Chris Dunn. Coming up next here on Clippers Countdown, as we're just 35 minutes away from tip-off here at Intuit Dome. Clippers taking on the Knicks. We'll get your complete injury report, and then Tomer Zarly from Clutch Points will be here. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Does anybody know what the YouTube record is for most episodes in a row? I missed a day since October 4th. What's the record? Guinness. Book of World Records. I'm right here.
If you own a small business and you'd like to learn more about the program, visit 11sportsmedia.com/Clipper.
So if I take a day off, Jonathan says Carlo can fill in. Cool.
At Intuit Dome for everyone.
Thanks, Dre's Gaming Way. Let's see here.
Tonight's motivation is going to be is Melanie Laurel. Thanks for being a part of the LA Clippers. Kids love Melanie, and we hope you're enjoying the game with your family tonight. You know you're also in the making and joining the LA Clippers Kids Club for the chance to be featured also. Join tonight at clippers.com/.
Can I get a damn...
Be here March 9th for our matchup with the Sacramento Kings. You know the first 10,000 fans through the
There we
doors
go.
will receive a free participation.
Mitchell Robinson's out. Spoiler alert. He just came back, right?
Back to back, that's why.
He's off. He ain't playing those back-to-backs yet.
No. Just came back.
I don't know about that statue, man. Wait a second. If I can't do it home, you can't be done. Clippers taking on the New York Knicks here at Intuit Dome. We're about 32 minutes away from tip-off. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, we got Tomer Zarly in our media roundtable segment. But let's get to your injury report, brought to you by Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code KLAC to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. For the Knicks, Precious Achua is questionable. Jalen Brunson's out after turning that ankle late in the game last night in their overtime loss to the Lakers. They also will be without Mitchell Robinson, who just came back from a left ankle injury that kept him out almost the entire year until just now. As for the Clippers, they are without Norman Powell and Ben Simmons still. But Derek Jones Jr. returns. Kawhi Leonard is back, obviously, tonight. And the Clippers need to handle their business and start getting back to their winning ways. Tip-off is just 31 minutes away. Clippers and Knicks here at Intuit Dome. For more analysis on this ball game, we got Tomer Zarly coming up next from Clutch Points right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Almost Number Nation, join us on March 16th for our Mexican Heritage Night game presented by Modelo and Ticketmaster.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns is playing, guys. And he's probably looking to bounce back.
35, first half.
Easy. Wait a second. I'm talking about Big Zoo here, man.
I don't think he gets matched up against Zoo. I think they put Zoo
There'll
on like
be
Josh
some.
Hart.
Yeah, you're right. But
Let Zoo roam. Josh is not a great shooter right now.
do we have the starting lineup?
We don't. That's what I'm waiting on.
Do you mind texting Coach Lou?
He has it. It's
What
just
happened to
they haven't
asking
figured it
him this to start every presser? What happened to this?
out. Well, you know what? I don't get the mic till like 10 minutes in anymore, so I'm like, whatever.
Plus, there was a lot of, I can't remember.
All right, we've got some early birds.
Sure, that as well.
Shout out to our Clipper Nation Rewards members who are
Our guy Absent in here says Tomer has been carrying since Law hasn't been tweeting lately.
Just filling in. We'll be back. But I appreciate it.
What the hell is wrong with Draymond? Did you see that? Did you see that audio earlier today from Draymond Green? Just apologize, say you didn't know, and move on. Like, what?
I've never
Why was
seen
he
someone-
using it as like promotion for his podcast?
I've never seen someone have a layup for an apology and just completely mess it up. Incredible.
I bet he'll end up doing it, but that was so strange. It's like he was being competitive and defiant about it.
Here we go. Oh, Batum is starting.
Ooh. The lineup I've been talking about, that could be a playoff lineup, guys. Nico Batum at the power forward against certain matchups, I'm telling you. It could happen.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot Deuce McBride's first name initially.
Who?
James, Chris, Nico, Kawhi, Zoo. Deuce McBride. I forgot his name was Miles.
Clippers taking on the New York Knicks here at Intuit Dome, and tip-off is just 28 minutes away. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. We got Clippers Countdown for you, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. And coming up, we'll get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard. But back on the show, joining me in person here at the Dome is home. It is Tomer Zarly from Clutch Points. Follow him at TOMERAZARLY on X.
Is the camera on? Let me make sure that no one's in the back.
It's,
Okay, we're good.
It's right here.
No, remember?
What happened last time?
In the back.
What were they doing?
Come on, man.
I don't remember. You got to remind me.
I thought my camera was off, remember?
And what was
Shortly after
happening?
my brother came. It was just
Oh
Come
my
on,
god!
man.
Well, I'm thinking about times you came on with me at Intuit Dome, not the last time your brother was
sorry. I thought we were
getting
making
changed in the background during
I
the
thought we could
All-Star
play a joke.
break.
This guy, lock in, man. Lock
Look-
in.
look,
We're in
I'm
March.
sorry.
Lock in.
I-
Damn.
Every day is the Super Bowl to me. I am locked in.
Jeez.
How dare you? Or the
Come
NBA Finals. All right, Clippers taking on a team they could see in the NBA Finals. You never know. They're taking on the Knicks tonight. But before we get to this, I need you to lock in and tell me how locked in James Harden was with that 50 ball on Wednesday on the second night of a back-to-back where he played back-to-back games playing almost 40 minutes. How does he do it?
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, I think when you come into that game, no Kawhi, no Norm, no Ben, no Derek. Second night of a back-to-back, especially after losing the way they lost in that first game. You feel like they just might not have enough, and James showed that he had more than enough. I think he had 23 in the first quarter, 23 of the 32, and he had 14 in the fourth quarter, I believe, on 4 of 5 or 4 of 6 shooting, I believe. So got him off on the right foot, and then closed out the Pistons in the end. So all in all, I think it was a very incredible performance. He really showed that he still has the capability of going off like that. I think he probably wishes he had those free throws back, a couple of those free throws back. I think he made 16 out of 20, so not bad. But yeah, I mean, James was spectacular, and then everyone else kind of filled in and did their job. But Bogdanovich had his best game as a Clipper. I think he had 23, 3 and 3. Zoo was a nightly double-double again with 22 and 11, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it was a good overall game, but James really set the tone from the start, especially after that bad game. They had bad way they closed out the game in Phoenix, and then he closed them out. So it was really fantastic to see, and he shows that from time to time, old man can still get up there. You know,
Hey.
he had that dunk in the nosebleed too. So
He doesn't like being called an old man, okay? He's 35 years young still, I believe. James
I mean, that is
Harden.
young, but
Yeah, basketball years, okay, it's a little bit on the older side, but when you drop 50, obviously, he still has it. Bogdan Bogdanovich, you mentioned him there a second ago. He has his Clippers high with 23 points. He knocked down back-to-back clutch threes in the fourth quarter. And actually, over the last 5 games, since he went 1 for 12 in Detroit, he's been shooting 47% from 3. Do you see him getting much more comfortable now in his role with the Clippers?
yeah, I mean, look, you're asking a guy to come in mid-season, and I don't think he's played with a healthy lineup once, because after the trade deadline, Kawhi missed one game in that back-to-back. Ben missed one game in that back-to-back. So, like, I don't think he's actually played with this team healthy yet. So, like, he's being asked to come in with this different bench unit than he was asked to start the other night in the second night of a back-to-back. So, like, obviously shot making, you wish shots go down, but I think there's a lot of learning still to do with so many new guys and just so many guys in and out of the rotation as well. Like, even when Derek's back tonight and when Ben's back in a couple games, like, it's going to be another kind of learning curve there for everyone. And then when Norm's back, same with that. So Bogey's been great. I mean, obviously at his best shooting game, so he made 5 threes the other day. No, obviously much needed. And I think, once he gets into a better rhythm, picks his spots a little bit better, learns his teammates. I think, and again, he's also coming back from a knee injury that I think held him out to start the season. So I think people underestimate how long it really takes you to get your legs under you and the ability to play well. I think he played 37 minutes in back-to-back games. Go find me the last time he did that. Might have been Sacramento. It might not have ever happened. So, I think he's getting his legs under him, and you should be fine. Just got to work your way up and learn from the guys around you.
Big Zoo played big, a 2010 performance, his 40th double-double of the season. What do you make of the ascension of Ivica Zubac and finally being a little bit more featured in the offense? I mean, he got up 20 shots in that ball game. That was a career high.
Zoo needs to be taking. Zoo needs to be. They need to play through Zoo a lot more, in my opinion.
Preaching to the choir, man.
I don't think they play through Zoo enough. In that game he had 35 against the Suns. They played through him, and in my opinion, they didn't play through him enough. He probably should have had at least 40 points, probably 45.
Should have heard what
Um,
Brian Shaw said pregame on Wednesday after that game. Make sure to check that out if you need a little bit of a
Where
story.
can I check that out?
That Clippers talk
Okay.
on the YouTube side.
Okay. Yeah, Zoo is someone they need to play through more. He's been fantastic this year. I think he's at close to 16 and 12 a game now. Maybe 15.8 points and 12 assists, obviously 12 rebounds. Excuse me. Also about a block and a half a game. So he's been fantastic. He's been, their anchor defensively. He's been a stable presence offensively. And again, I just think they need to play through him more because I think the more this season has gone on, I asked him this the other day. He's learned how teams are double teaming him and where some of the openings might be. This is a guy who's, I want to say they said 21 20-point games prior to this year, and he has 22 or 23 already this year. So, like, he's already taken his game to another level, and he's still learning how to react to double teams, find different openings. Just play through Zoo, in my opinion. You got to play through him a lot more, especially when you have some of the aging guys on the roster who may not be as fast or as strong anymore. Play through Zoo. He's shown you that he's fast, strong, able to get you buckets, able to anchor you defensively. Play through Zoo. That's really just running out of different ways to say it. Just play through Zoo more.
When in doubt, let it be Zubas bail you out there on the offensive end. He's like that now. This Clippers team taking on the New York Knicks tonight. How important is it for them to build some momentum here at home in this 3-game homestand and really get back to their winning ways?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to win at home. You don't want to let the fans down. I think fans turned out pretty well on Wednesday against Detroit. That was the first time in, I think, almost a month that they've had a home game. So that was great to see. I think more than anything, though, you just want to establish your identity again. Try to learn who you are. Home or road, just try. Because, like, in Phoenix, for example, they played 34 minutes of fantastic basketball, and it was unfortunately marred by the terrible 14 minutes they had after that. It was just awful. So, like, you've seen them put together good 30, 35-minute stretches. Now you just got to do it for 48 minutes. Now you got to do it for multiple games of 48 minutes. Like last game, I think, Detroit made a couple runs. The Clippers' mental toughness showed. James obviously took over and was able to carry them. I think you just got to build that up. Just build the consistency and the mental toughness. And, when the going gets tough, don't just settle for step-back jumpers and get a little jumper heavy. Keep playing through Zoo. Keep running your offense the way you should. Don't let it affect your defense. So, yeah, I think obviously winning at home is important. Establishing your home court is important. But more than anything, they just need to get to the way they want to play and the way they need to play because they've shown us they can do it in stints. They just haven't put it together for 48 minutes multiple times yet.
Have you seen good signs from Kawhi Leonard in his last couple of games, the fourth quarter against Phoenix notwithstanding?
Absolutely. I mean, look, I think sometimes offense gets a little stagnant. These are guys who are historically great and especially closing games. So I think, you have a comfortability and a level of reliance from the coaching staff, for example, the players, that a guy like Kawhi can go out there and help you close. Now, again, you can't really control shot making. But all in all, I mean, dating back to, I think, the Laker games, like Kawhi's looked really good. He's looked a lot more like himself. He's getting to his spots a lot quicker. He looks a lot more decisive. But again, a guy that's still coming back from the injury, and a guy that is also learning his new teammates, learning where a guy like Bogdan likes the ball, learning a bit more of Zoo and where Zoo gets doubled and where he can kind of play off Zoo a little bit more. I think when Ben's here, like that's a very interesting lineup where they can run Ben at the 5 defensively and then have him be the 1 offensively, and Kawhi can kind of rotate and play. He's faster than the 5s, obviously, on offense, and then defensively Ben can handle that. So Kawhi's look great of late. I just think, again, you just got to play more, build a rhythm, hopefully get guys healthy soon, and just put it together on the court for 48 minutes.
What's the key for the Clippers tonight to get a victory against this New York Knicks squad?
Ugh.
No Jalen Brunson. Big loss for them. No Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, the Clippers, I mean, so the thing is with them, like, they historically have played Karl Anthony Towns really well. Ty Lue has usually a decent game plan to keep him contained. A guy like Deuce McBride, though, is a guy who can kind of go off. Then again, the Clippers have Chris Dunn, and he's a guy who's shown that he can kind of shut that down. So, I think the biggest thing is probably the loose balls. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby are dogs. They will go after every offensive rebound, even if they don't get them. We saw yesterday's game against the Lakers, like the Knicks did not look as great, and they were still coming up with a couple 50-50 balls here and there that, if they did come up with a few more, that would have changed the game. So really against a team like the Clippers, make sure you get back defensively and secure the loose balls. That's really just it for me because those guys will attack the glass and be very, very physical with you.
He is Tomer Zarly of Clutch Points. Follow him on social media at Tomer Zarly. Tell your brother to put his shirt on. We're professionals here, all right?
I will. Omri, this is for you. Go back and watch this. I'll show it to you. But thank you, Adam.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Tomer. Coming up next here on Clippers Countdown as we're just 18 minutes away from tip-off. Clippers taking on the Knicks. And we'll get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard. That's coming up right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
We'll come back.
Body who loves me.
Do you remember the first keyword?
Yeah. That's what you're about to do to me.
I like her. You didn't give it out again.
Yeah. No.
That's how it works.
Sorry. If you're not listening, you don't get it.
Hey, the keyword game is undefeated, all right?
It's a great game. Who did you come up with it?
No, it's a stupid radio trick.
Oh.
My man, I came up with it.
My man, let me tell you.
Tomer wants to hear that Brian Shaw sound.
Tell him to listen then. Pregame.
I'm going to send it to him.
Tell him it's a great time to follow along. Just go ahead, listen pregame.
Clippers and Knicks tipping off here at Intuit Dome, just about 16 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown. Still to come, we'll get back to radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. But first, let's get to your drive around the league, brought to you by Toyota's electrified lineup, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, all electrics, and even fuel cell electric vehicles. So you can choose exactly the type you need for your lifestyle. We make it easy. Grizzlies would win in Dallas 122-111. Came back in that ball game. Desmond Bane finished with 27, 16, and 6 assists in the win for the Grizz. Raptors over the Jazz. Emmanuel quickly at 34 as they would win at home in Toronto 118-109 over Utah. And late in the fourth quarter, Thunder about to improve to 52-11 on the season. Aaron Wiggins has 30. And they're up 107-89 with 7.5 seconds left over the Portland Trailblazers. One more for you. This is consequential for the Clippers. The Timberwolves are about to win in Miami 104-99. They lead the Heat with 17.8 seconds left. Even with Anthony Edwards only having 12, 13, and 6 assists, Timberwolves will improve to 36-29. Coming up next, back to your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez as we get set for the Clippers and Knicks here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off 14 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. All right, the keyword game is not slap the hot stuff. That's not the answer.
Who's spreading this propaganda?
It's not that either. They can't hear you. They can't hear you, unfortunately, when I'm here. This is the only problem.
Mikal Bridges.
I'm not watching them. The jacket. That's his little niche.
Who?
Oh, that's his signature. Okay, I got a question.
Talk to me.
I don't think this was always like this. Kawhi has come out a little bit after the rest of the team every single warm-ups that I've noticed since he came back. You got an answer for this, Carlo?
Yeah, he's got to conjure up the evil spirits of the mid-range.
All right.
In order, no, I don't.
I wonder, is he getting maybe just different stretches? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, I expect you to ask me, Shaw, right?
Uh-oh. We got some Knicks here.
The Knicks fans are going to be out in droves tonight. Why is not my player to watch? I got Chris Dunn. I want to see if he hits more threes. His last time out, he had some big ones. Hey, thank you. We'll see. Clippers taking on the Knicks here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 12 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Still to come, we'll get to your keys to victory. But first, back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. So, Carlo, the Knicks lose late last night in OT to the Lakers, 113-109. And more importantly, they lost their number one guy in Jalen Brunson, who's going to be out for a couple of weeks. How will they try to get by? Who's going to step up for them, especially in a back-to-back like this against the Clippers?
And I think this is, Adam, where you make the move for somebody like Mikal Bridges. I mean, 5 first-round picks is obviously a lot of them. But
you hear that, Nico Harrison? They gave up 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. Oh, sorry.
Or unprotected. But he was the superstar in Brooklyn. He was the guy who orchestrated all their offense, who got them into actions and really got the offense moving. And so he's going to have to be the guy now because Brunson's only missed 1 game out of all season. He's only missed 7 in the last 2 years. He is truly the captain of this team, the motor of everything they do on both ends of the floor, but especially the offensive end. You're missing a large part of your offense, 23 points a game. It's the 7th highest points per game total and an all-star starter for the reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Month. It'd be interesting to see, Adam, how the Clippers try to slow down this Knicks team, but you don't have the head of the snake in Bridges.
Not sure if Charles Barkley was watching the same game last night or watching the game at all because he said post-game, well, Karl Anthony Towns didn't get involved enough. Well, he was 3 of 13. He was really struggling in that ball game, so they started to go away from him. But what can you say about his first season as a member of the Knicks, Cat?
I mean, again, an all-star starter, Adam. He's played really well. 3rd in the NBA in double-doubles at 45. Really has been able to figure out how to be effective in the offense. But the last 3 games, for one reason or another, he has struggled a little bit. Just 14 points per game on 20% from the three-point line. More spacing, though. He's not playing as much as like a big, as more of a guard, really, for this Knicks team, averaging 24 points and 13 rebounds. It's the 2nd most rebounds in the NBA, Adam, while shooting above 41% from 3. Karl Anthony Towns is arguably having one of his best years of his NBA career here with the New York Knicks. And a big reason why is because he's playing with a lot of guards who like to kick, swing, drive, and he's being the beneficiary of a lot of those swings on the outside.
My player to watch for the Clippers tonight, Chris Dunn. I want to see if he can build off of those 2 big threes he hit in the second half off some great feeds where he was wide open in the far side corner. Threes he had been missing wide open late in games as of late. I want to see if there's some carryover with the confidence after hitting a couple. Who do you guys your player to watch tonight, Carlo?
I'm going to go Nico Batum. 4th start of the season for St. Nick, and you played it on our rewind, the big shot in the Garden a couple of seasons ago. I don't even believe it. These 2 teams haven't seen each other in over a year. The last time I played was December of 2023. We're now in 2025. and they're facing off. All of the calendar year in 2024, not taking each other on. A lot of difference between these two teams, but I think also a lot of similarity. In fact, both of them are looking for big wins against opponents who are trying to get on track heading into these final 20 games. Both these two teams have played 62 contests. They start the final fourth of the season tonight. How will the Clippers respond here after that big-time win over Detroit 2 nights ago?
Carlo Jimenez on the call. We got the Clippers and Knicks tipping off just about 8.5 minutes from now here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Oslin, and coming up next, we'll get to your keys to victory right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I agree with you that Mexican Nara. They're fatigued, but they're also hungry and desperate for a victory after what happened last night. Scary team. And, they're like 18 games above 500 or so. But they've lost a lot of games to good teams. They've struggled against elite competition. Now, say what you will about the Clippers and their record right now, but I still think they have an opportunity to be one of the tougher teams when fully healthy. Tonight's still without Norm, but I'm looking forward to them putting it together for closer to 48 minutes, something we haven't seen a lot of as of late. With Kawhi out there, with James, with Big Zoo. Kawhi has just been putting in extensive work in the mid-range here as he's warming up. Now he goes to the far side corner from three. Splash. Now he's waiting for someone to give him the basketball back. The ball boy didn't see him. That was funny. Kawhi was just chilling there for a while. Kawhi's walking around awkwardly. Nobody's giving him the basketball. Oh, they're going to layup lines. My bad. Oh, they're not there yet, though. Clippers taking on the Knicks here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 6 minutes away. Let's get to your keys to victory. Keep the Knicks off the three-point line. They're shooting about 37% from the outside on lower volume this season, but typically they do take them when they're open, and we know the issue with opponents in three-point shooting against the Clippers as of late. Last 15 games, teams shooting their best from three, just over 39%. Against your Los Angeles Clippers. They are 30th in opponent three-point shooting. The last time out, the Detroit Pistons just 31% in that game on Wednesday. Make sure to run guys off the line a little bit more here. Also, keep the turnovers down because the Knicks have the fourth fewest per game at 13.2. The Clippers, the last 10 games, though, turning the basketball over just 13.3 times per ball game. A little under the radar stat. The Clippers have been much better taking care of the basketball the last 10 games, even while being just 4-6 those last 10 games. Let's see if they can improve the record tonight and take down a very good New York Knicks team here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is coming up next with Carlo Jimenez, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Chat, talk to you post-game. Maybe we'll give away another keyword there for the wristlet pouch. It's not cuffing season. That's not what this is. Chill. Talk to you post-game.